In our lifetime, we cherish many relationships, whether it be with friends, family, or significant others. Unfortunately, the relationship that I cherished the most in my lifetime was taken away from me when I was 16 years old. It's a mother and child relationship. So, when this prompt was initially given, the first thought I had in my head was my mother, no brainer. She is the reason who I am today. I've learned so much from her in the limited time that I did have with her. So, if you looked at me and then looked at her and then spoke with me and spoke with her, you would have said, I am her mini-me. So, to help you guys truly understand who she was as a person, I would characterize her in 3 words: being so strong and a fighter, influential, and caring. When someone first thinks about my mother or wants to talk about her, they would all say that she is beyond strong. In 2018, she unfortunately was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, but it did not stop her from wanting to do whatever she wanted to do. She was a 7th grade science teacher for about 18 years, and when she was diagnosed, the school district wanted her to take the time to rest, but she didn't. She went back in the classroom for about 3 months, and then when she was taken out of the classroom, she'd get on a computer, look at the grades, call her substitute, call her teachers, and be like, how's my kids doing? So with being so strong and such a fighter, she became so influential for so many people. When she did pass away, her former students, her current students, her coworkers, and just people she knew reached out to me on Facebook. And they just described to me how she was as a teacher in the classroom setting as well as out of the classroom setting. It didn't matter where she was. She influenced so many people. And just hearing the stories that I had heard from them, it made me realize who I wanted to be. And I decided that I was going to continue my mother's legacy as a teacher. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a science teacher. I cannot do science to save my life. I don't understand it. But I'm going for my major in special education, and I don't think I would have ever gone into this path if it wasn't for my mom passing away. So while she didn't know that she was going to be this influential in my life and so many others, she always had a soft spot for anyone that came across her, whether it be for my brother and I. We pulled her from side to side. We were completely 2 different people, but she still cared about us, loved us, made sure that we had the support, and always pushed us to be the best people we could be. But also her children, she'd like to say, she called every one of her students her children because she cared and wanted to see them succeed just as much as her own children. And she also called my friends her children. She would take care of them no matter what day it was, no matter what the weather was like, no matter literally anything. And she just was such a loving and sweet person. Now, I could speak about her for hours and hours and hours, but I definitely don't have the time. So, in my opinion, she was just the most strongest, most influential, and caring person I have ever met in my entire life. I miss her every single day. And although as I didn't get as much time as others do with my mother, I definitely received so much that prepared me for life now, before, and even when I get older. I miss her every day, but she's the reason why I keep fighting.